What if, one morning, you wake up and the US dollar is no longer the world's reserve currency? Your savings, your job, your investments, even global power itself, everything changes. Because the US dollar is not just money, it is power. And if it collapses, the entire world shakes. Today, we're breaking down what really happens if the US dollar collapses. The US dollar isn't just America's currency. It is the backbone of global trade. Nearly 60% of global foreign reserves are held in dollars. Oil, priced in dollars. International trade, settled in dollars. Global debt, issued in dollars. Countries trust the dollar because of three things: America's economic strength, military power, and trust in the US financial system. But here's the scary part. The dollar's power is built on confidence, and confidence can break. A dollar collapse doesn't happen overnight. It builds slowly through massive debt, hyperinflation, loss of global trust, countries abandoning the dollar, geopolitical conflict. The United States currently holds over $34 trillion in debt. If investors begin to believe America cannot manage that debt, they stop buying U.S. bonds. And when that happens, the system starts shaking. If the dollar collapses, first, hyperinflation hits. Prices explode. Gas, food, rent, healthcare. Your $5 coffee becomes $20. Second, savings lose value. Money sitting in banks becomes weaker. Third, the stock market crashes. Foreign investors pull their money out. Fourth, unemployment spikes. Businesses struggle to import goods. Supply chains break, and the middle class gets hit the hardest. Now this is where things get serious. Because the dollar is the global reserve currency. If it falls, global trade freezes. Oil markets panic. Developing countries collapse first. Nations that owe debt in dollars struggle to repay it. Emerging markets crash. China, Russia, and other nations push alternative currencies. The world could shift toward gold-backed systems, digital currencies, or a multi-currency world. And when that happens, the global power structure changes. America loses enormous influence. Banks depend on stability. If the dollar collapses, bank runs begin. Credit markets freeze. Lending stops. This wouldn't be like 2008. It would be bigger. Governments may freeze withdrawals. Emergency measures would be introduced. The Federal Reserve has powerful tools. It can raise interest rates, control money supply, inject emergency liquidity. The US economy is still the largest in the world. A full collapse is unlikely, but not impossible. History shows reserve currencies change slowly over decades. The British pound once dominated the world. Now it's the dollar. Nothing lasts forever. If the dollar weakens severely, diversify your assets. Own real assets, property, businesses. Hold international exposure. Avoid excessive debt. The key is not panic, it's preparation. The collapse of the US dollar would not just be an economic event. It would be a global reset. The real question isn't, will it collapse tomorrow? The real question is, are we prepared if the system changes? Because in finance, power always shifts, and when it does, only the informed survive.